Nepotism is defined as favoritism granted to relatives or close relatives without regard to their merit. It usually takes the form of employing relatives or appointing them to high office. Bamidbar 16 records a charge of nepotism leveled against Moshe Rabbeinu by his cousin KORACH. In order to place this charge of nepotism into a context, we will need to revisit the genealogical tables for Shevet Levi. Following the incident involving the Egel, the role of intermediary between God and man, which was originally intended to be channeled through the firstborn of each family unit, was handed over to Shevet Levi. Levi himself had 3 children, Gershon, Kehat, and Merari. Each one of Levi's 4 grandchildren became heads of a Levite dynasty. In turn, each of their children became the Leviim of the nation, which gave them the right to participate in the activities of the Mishkan and later on the Bet HaMikdash. For this overview, we are concerned primarily with the grandchildren of Levi through Kehat. There was a further selection process, and this related to the role of the Kohanim. For while the Leviim had a role in the Mishkan, the actual offering of the Korbanot could only be done through the Kohanim. And herein lies the charge of nepotism leveled by Korach against Moshe Rabbeinu. Much of the narrative in Chumash Shmot and Bamidbar is taken up with grumblings about Moshe's leadership style. And while these grumblings would continue on to the final years of Moshe's life, his role as leader, though, was undisputed. When the time came to establish the Kahuna, it was Moshe's brother Aharon who was selected to take this role. Within the hierarchy of Shevet Levi, Korach stood on an equal footing to that of Moshe and Aharon in that they were all great-grandchildren of Levi. And on this basis, as far as Korach was concerned, he had just as much right to have been elected as the Kohen Gadol as did Aharon. And this underpinned his challenge to Moshe Rabbeinu. He claimed that Aharon was selected to become the Kohen Gadol and his children Kohanim on the basis that he happened to be the brother of Moshe. It was nepotism, argued Korach, not merit, that provided Aharon and his descendants with the Kahuna. This is the backdrop to the events of Bamidbar Perek 16 as they unfold.